So for people that don't really understand, what are we talking about here? You're borrowing books, but you're borrowing books that exist in electronic form. Explain that in basic terms.
Yeah. It's basically an electronic copy of the book. Think of it as like a PDF or a digital copy of the book that you can download to different devices or your PC and then read from almost anywhere without having to carry a physical book. So you could put it onto your Nook or whatever, load it onto there. You could read it at home on your PC. If you have a device like an iPad or iPhone or Android, you can access the content from there as well.
Okay, so if I march up to one of these discovery stations, essentially what I'm doing is logging into my account, finding a book, and then essentially transferring it to my account so that I can access it later on my devices?
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, when you check it out, it goes to the cloud, and then as long as you log into your account, you can access that content from almost any device. So basically from here, if I wanted to check out one of these books, I'd hit the checkout here. It'll give me some description if that's what I wanted to do. When I hit checkout, it basically throws it into my eCloud bookshelf. So there's another tab up here when I'm logged in saying My Books. And now you'll see that I did have two and I just added another one here. So that is now available for me to access from any device.
So then you can pull it up on your iPad.
Correct. Whatever bookmarks or notes that I make with any device are saved and synced to the cloud.
Oh, interesting.
So if I start reading this book on my iPad and I make a couple bookmarks, and then I'm on the road and I call it up through my iPhone or my Android phone, when I log in and access my content and I go to that book through my other device, it'll have the same bookmarks, it'll have the same notes. This is the unit that we will be providing to libraries where they can check it out to patrons. So if a librarian does not, or sorry, if a patron does not have an e-reader and they want to examine or check out the world of e-books, we can provide the patron with a loaner e-reader. And then once they've selected their content, either at the Discovery Station, at home, or whatever, they can check out this e-reader. The librarian will load the content that they've selected to this e-reader, and they would check that whole thing out for whatever the loan period was.
So it's very interesting. Libraries checking out physical e-book reading devices as they would books. Yeah.
Yes, yep, yeah. And loaded with the patron's content. And then the patron would just return the e-reader at the end of the loan period. Basically, the librarian would wipe the content from there, and it would be available for the next patron.